17th century philosophy was a time of big discussions about the universe and what it means to be alive. Two of the most famous thinkers of that time, Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz and Baruch Spinoza, came up with the ideas of monads and Conatus to explain their views. Looking at how monads and Conatus are similar and different helps us understand these two thinkers better, and it also shows us how deep their ideas really were. Leibniz thought about monads as the tiny building blocks of everything in the universe. Monads are like super small, simple things that can't be broken down further. They aren't made of physical stuff. Each monad is like a tiny universe of its own, reflecting the whole universe from its own point of view. Leibniz believed that God created these monads to work together in perfect harmony. This harmony makes sure that even though monads seem separate, they actually work together perfectly. Think of it like a clock. All the gears work together smoothly without bumping into each other. That's how monads are. They keep their own unique qualities, but are still part of a bigger universal order. Spinoza's idea of Conatus is all about everything's desire to stay alive and become even better. Conatus is like an inner drive that affects both our bodies and minds, and Spinoza believed it's inside every single thing. This drive is like a basic part of what things are, and it guides how they act, what they want, and how they change. In Spinoza's view, Conatus is a rule that works for everything, from tiny creatures to the way the whole universe works. Both monads and Conatus try to explain what it means to exist. Monads are like the universe's ingredients, while Conatus is like the energy that makes things move and change. Both ideas are meant to apply to everything. Unchanging and continuous. Monads themselves don't change. Only their situations do. Similarly, Conatus is a steady drive inside everything, and it keeps going as long as that thing exists. Universal. Leibniz's monads and Spinoza's Conatus aren't just about individual things. They're about everything in the universe. This universal aspect shows how both ideas try to explain all of existence. Spinoza believed there's only one real thing in the universe: God or nature. He thought everything we see is just a different form of this one thing. Leibniz, on the other hand, said the universe is made of countless monads. These monads are independent, each one a separate little piece of existence. Spinoza's philosophy is all about things being set in stone. Everything that happens has to happen that way. Leibniz gave his monads a bit of freedom, though. Even though they follow God's plan, they still act according to their own nature. Consciousness and perception. Leibniz believed all monads have some level of awareness or feeling, but some are more aware than others. Spinoza thought consciousness and thinking were only for certain beings. Not everything is aware, even if everything has Conatus. Spinoza's Conatus is all about constant change and growth. Leibniz said, monads stay the same inside. Only their outward state changes. This shows a key difference in how they saw the idea of change. The main differences between Leibniz and Spinoza come from the basic ideas their philosophies are built on. Spinoza's idea of one single substance clashes with Leibniz's idea of many monads. Spinoza saw God and nature as the same thing, while Leibniz saw God as the one who made the monads work in harmony. Their ideas about knowledge were different too. Spinoza focused on reason, while Leibniz included different levels of perception. Leibniz's monads and Spinoza's Conatus give us two different but not contradictory ways to think about what it means to exist. Leibniz saw the universe as a bunch of monads, while Spinoza saw it as one big thing expressing itself. Their debates helped shape how modern philosophy thinks about the universe, what it means to be an individual, and the idea of freedom. Both systems of thought are deep and complex, and understanding them helps us grasp the bigger picture of 17th century philosophy.